shared with them. She knew it was bad news. The porch steps, which her Uncle Burlap never kept clean, were slick with snow and ice, and so Elizabeth stepped up carefully, set down her school backpack, and slid her hood from her head with a wet shake. She already had a pretty good idea of what the note inside the envelope would say as she plucked it from the door and then opened it. We informed you several times we would be going on a 3-week getaway and you would not be staying alone while we are gone, so you won't be surprised to find this letter. The house is locked tight. There is a ticket for the 6:20 train north in this envelope. Catch that train, and when you get off in the morning at Sternhaven, there will be a ticket waiting for you at the bus station. Get on the bus that goes to the Winterhouse Hotel. They will be expecting you. Here's $3 in case you need anything on the way. You'll get another ticket to come back after the new year. Don't cause trouble for anyone. None of your nonsense. Elizabeth studied the train ticket. 6:20 was in 3 hours, the first 3 hours of her 24 days of Christmas vacation. And, as they had promised, after lecturing her for the past 2 weeks about how they were leaving for Christmas and Elizabeth would be sent away, her aunt and uncle really were gone. Elizabeth glanced at the street through her foggy glasses. The snow was falling harder. A plastic grocery bag hung on the doorknob. Elizabeth peeked inside and saw it was filled with 3 of her shirts, 2 pairs of socks, a pair of pants, and some undergarments. She examined the 3 grimy dollar bills she'd been given, all the while imagining Aunt Purdy peeling them from her coin purse with her thin fingers and reluctantly smoothing them into the envelope. In Elizabeth's imagination, Uncle Burlap was standing beside her and eyeing the money doubtfully, as if even this amount was too much. She let this picture fade away, like the steam of her breath in the chill air. Elizabeth read the note once more. She stuffed it into her jacket pocket with the money and the ticket, and then unzipped her backpack. From the bottom of it, beneath the 4 paperbacks the school librarian had allowed her to check out for winter break, and her own volume of Anne of Green Gables, she removed a pen and a small notepad. The notepad was spiral-bound along its top edge, green-covered and worn with creases, the sort of pad a waiter might use to take your order at a restaurant. Elizabeth flipped it open, and on the 5th page, entry 43 on her list of reasons why I do not like my aunt and uncle, she wrote, "Because they are sending me to a hotel in the middle of nowhere during Christmas with no money and hardly any clothes." She returned the notepad to its place, then put the plastic grocery bag inside her pack and zipped it closed. She was about to leave, but found herself staring at the strip of duct tape that had held the envelope, her breath rising high and tight in her chest, and her eyes beginning to water. And then, before she realized what she was doing, she slammed her palm against the plywood door. The sound, a sharp thwack, like the noise of a book dropped on a wooden floor, startled Elizabeth, made her wonder just what had gotten into her. She looked around to see if anyone had been watching, but all was silent. An empty street in the growing darkness, with the snow falling more heavily now. Elizabeth sighed and picked up her backpack. Why can't I have my parents back? She thought. And then, because there were no friends she might possibly ask to stay with for 3 weeks, and no chance of avoiding her aunt and uncle's anger if she didn't follow their instructions, Elizabeth turned to walk the 1.5 miles to the station and wait for the 6:20 train to Sternhaven. She hoisted her backpack onto her shoulders and retraced her steps to the gate. And right as she stepped out of the yard and onto the sidewalk, the feeling came over her. She froze in place, wide-eyed, and wondered what was going to happen this time. Her heart began to beat quickly. All was silent.